Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. If I have not seen you yet, happy 2020. This is our second Sunday Synergy session. So I want to just welcome everybody first and introduce myself. My name is Kelly Sweat, and I am a realtor with Christopher Jordan Group Real Estate. And tonight for Sunday Synergy, we'll be talking about the home buying process. So a lot of people have inbox, text me, direct message me questions about, especially first-time home buyers, about what do you need to do, what are the steps to own a home. So tonight's session of Sunday Synergy is all about start to finish, what you will experience, what you will go through typically for your home buying process. So before we get started, first thing, if you have any questions while the live is going on, just go ahead and comment and I'll answer any questions there. If you want to set up a one-on-one session, my information is in the comments, so you can email me, you can text me, you can call me. If you want to DM me, you can definitely do that. So any questions you might have, if you don't want to ask them in front of the group, you can definitely send me a message, send me an email, send me a text. Again, for the people that just got on, I'm Kelly Sweat with Christopher Jordan Group, and we'll just be going, this is basic information, start to finish, what it's like when you go through the home buying process. So the first thing that you want to do, you definitely want to find a real estate agent that you trust. I am always accepting clients. You can also research, ask other people that have bought a home or sold a home with an agent, realtors, or a real estate agent or a realtor. What your real estate agent does for you is they search for properties for you, and realtors have access to a system called MLS, so they can see homes that may not be on Zillow, they may not be on Realtor.com, they may not be on public sites, but they can find homes for you that are listed where only vendors and realtors have access to, and they can actually get you in there to tour the home, and they can give you a lot of information about what's included if you choose to put a contract on that home. They also negotiate for you. So one of the first things you learn in real estate, everything is negotiable. So price is negotiable, closing costs are negotiable, down payment, a lot of those things you can negotiate with the seller. They also answer any questions you might have. How long does this take? What's next? Sometimes people want washers and dryers. Sometimes people want furniture. All that's negotiable and usually comes with some type of price as well when you talk about things that will convey with the home. You also want to find a good lender, and you want to find someone who's knowledgeable. So about different loans, because there are a lot of programs for people, especially first-time home buyers, where you can get closing cost assistance. You can get down payment assistance and grants. And grants are money different from loans. Grants, you do not have to pay back. Of course, you have to pay back a loan with interest. So your lender can talk to you about your rates as far as interest rates. So they can go through your bank. Sometimes banks will approve you for a loan, for a home loan. Credit unions, they're a little bit more strict, and they can approve you for a loan, and you can go through an actual mortgage lender that will finance your real estate transaction. Things that they look at, so they are looking at, of course, your employment. So if you are self-employed, you'll need tax returns and things like that. If you have an employer, you're going to be looking at your employment, your income, your debt-to-income ratio, your credit score. All those things will factor into your interest rate, how much you will get approved for. And you also want to get a pre-approval letter. So a lot of places won't show you a home until you have that letter. And part of that is to protect you. So no one wants to waste your time. Let's say you get a pre-approval letter for $250,000. You don't want to go out and look at $1 million homes, because once you come back and look at those $250,000 homes, there's definitely going to be a difference, and you don't want to go out disappointed from the start. And your time is precious, your realtor's time is precious, and you want to make the most and maximize everyone's time so that everyone gets what they need. And some of the different types of loans. VHGA has loans, FHA, they have VA loans for people that are military affiliated, as well as conventional loans. Pretty broad. Conventional loans, you usually have to put 20% down. So what that means is, let's say you're getting a $200,000 house, you're going to have to put down about $40,000. Versus if you get other type of loans with assistance, you may have to put down 5% or 1%, and there are programs where you don't have to put anything down, and that just depends on where your credit, what your credit score is. So once you get your pre-approval and you have a real estate agent, you can go out and look at homes. So you're going to discuss with your realtor what your must-haves are based on bedrooms, bathrooms, location, different things like that. What are your must-haves that you absolutely have to have in your home, as well as things that you would like that are a little bit more flexible for you. And once your realtor finds those homes and research those properties for you, you'll go out, you'll schedule times to view those properties. When you go out to look for properties, let's say you find that home that you really want. And if I'm talking too fast, somebody please let me know. You find the home that you want. What you do is sit down with your realtor and you make an offer on it. So that's just a contract saying this $200,000 house, let's say it's been sitting on the market for a little bit, we're going to put in an offer for $195 and ask for 2% of the closing costs. So your realtor would submit that offer for you, and then you work with the listing agent to negotiate whether the owner of the home is willing to accept that, or they're going to accept it, but or they're going to reject it, but make some changes like, okay, we'll do 198 with 2%. So they'll go back and forth until you meet a happy medium there. After you get under contract, you will, after the contract is ratified, you will then have a home inspection on the home, and the buyer is usually responsible for the home inspection. So you get a home inspector to come out. They check out the home, and this is to protect you, to make sure that the foundation, different aspects of the home are safe for you. They're up to code, things like that. The foundation is fine. Maybe they find leaks in the roof or something like that. If they find anything wrong with the home, they'll put all of that in the report, and that goes down to electrical, foundation, anything that may cause you issues now or in the future. And once you get that report back, you will go back to the listing agent, or your realtor will go back to the listing agent and say, okay, this is what they found wrong with the home. This is what needs to be repaired or needs to come off the price, because we want to make sure that you're moving into a home that's safe and that's up to par, and that your mortgage company will approve the money for. So after all that is settled, you move into going through escrow with the title company. So what the title company will do, so right now you have involved the buyer, the seller, the mortgage, the lender, home inspectors, which are there to make sure your home is, that you're moving into a safe home, and now you have a title company. What they do is your home comes with the title, with the deed. They'll make sure the person that's selling the house is the actual owner of the house. So they research tax records and things like that. So I can't go and sell my neighbor's house and say, oh, I'll take $300,000 for this house. They're going to, and then you end up without a house and out of money. So what they'll do is make sure the person that's selling the house actually owns the home. They also do a search to make sure there are no liens, there's no money owed, there's no issues with the title, so that the title can transfer to the new owner. So that not only protects the buyer, the title company also protects the owner of the home. So my neighbor I can't go on vacation for 2 weeks, and my neighbor say, I'm gonna sell your house while you're gone. No, if they go back and say, oh, well, Kelly Sweat owns this home, so no, you can't sell it. And that's for your protection, the selling agent and the listing owner's protection, to make sure that everything is clear on that title. So when anybody come knocking on your door, like, hey, what are you doing in my house? So that once that is all settled, you go to closing, and at closing, you sign all the paperwork that needs to be signed. You get the keys to your new home. If you do have to make any type of closing costs, you will bring a check or some type of certified funds to closing, and you sign for everything, and you get the keys to your new home. Usually that process, the whole process from start to finish, from going under a ratified contract to now getting the keys to your home, usually will take about 30 to 45 days. And that's bar no issues with title or anything like that. It usually takes 30 to 45 days when you're financing. Cash will usually be a lot quicker, but for most people who are making a large purchase when they're taking out a mortgage, it's going to take you about 30 to 45 days. And that's not long at all, especially when making such a big purchase. It's not something that you want to rush into. So if anybody has any questions, you can definitely drop them in the comments. You can inbox me. You can message me. You can DM me. You can text me. If you want to connect for a one-on-one, you can definitely call, text, email. Any way that you can reach out is definitely fine. I know sometimes people don't like to ask questions in front of everybody, and that's fine. I was a teacher, so I understand sometimes you want to talk privately. That's fine. We can do one-on-one. My website link is in the comments, and I also will add my phone number. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Anything I left out, please let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm always available. So when you're thinking about realtor, definitely think about Kelly Sweat, and definitely think about Christopher Jordan Real Estate Group. We have a group of great realtors. We have a great broker, and we're here for all of your real estate needs. Even if you're not ready to buy yet, you can definitely inquire about anything that you may be have questions about. All right, guys. So thank you for joining us for Sunday Synergy. I'll see you guys next Sunday. For everybody that I was supposed to call, I'm definitely going to call you guys when we get off. All right. Good night, y'all.